Hey guys, I wanted to start this episode off by letting you know a couple things. One, where have we been? It's been a couple months since we made an episode. We had some problems scheduling and laziness, and also hosting issues, but we're getting all that sorted out, and we wanted to bring you an episode for E3, all our reactions and all that stuff. But also, on top of that, we have a sponsor, and so yeah, you're going to be hearing more about that, but I just wanted to let you guys know, thanks for sticking with us. If you're listening to this, I hope that we're doing you proud. So yeah, let's start the episode.
Oh, this is gonna be a tough one.
Oh, we're already recording. We're already going. I'm not gonna do an intro. How are you guys?
How has it been since the last? When's the last time we recorded?
Oh shit.
2016.
No, it's about 2.5 months.
Welcome to.
We're going on 3 months. Hey everybody out there, welcome back. I kind of put a little bit of intro before the music there to say something about what's going on with us or where we've been, but just to reiterate, we've been away, we've been busy, we had some hosting issues and stuff, but we're back. We wanted to obviously talk about E3. The elephant in the room. It's about 2 weeks ago.
This little indie convention, you might have heard of it.
Have you heard of it? E3? Yeah, we all obviously watched it together, and we just wanted to we're not going to go over everything because it was like 4 days of conventions, and that's too much to talk about. So we just wanted to talk about what we like, our little niche. But first, guys, let's just do an overall, I just want to know what you guys have been playing. Not delve too much into it because you can look up whatever else you guys want to, whatever anyone out there wants to know about. Obviously, I'm sure they've played a bunch of video games too, but Vario, what have you been playing in the past 2 months?
Well, I've been playing a lot of Battlegrounds with you guys, and recently,
PUBG, yes,
yeah, and we recently started playing Final Fantasy XIV again. The expansion dropped this Tuesday, or last week for early access.
Right, Stormblood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else in these past couple months? I know we'll get into stuff you want to talk about later, but a bullet list, anything else you can remember you tried out, or is that about it? You've been spending.
I'm
time?
blanking right now, but I'm sure I've been busy.
Anything?
I think it's the last 2 months. The thing I've played the most is my Switch. Plays a lot. The most time I spend on is honestly Binding of Isaac on the Switch, and I got this version, so now I have to do everything all over again.
It's a good port.
Yeah, it's it's very similar to the Vita. It runs a bit better.
Nice.
And basically, it's the last It's up to the last expansion, so it has all the actual content. Yeah, it's Afterbirth Plus, so it's I don't know if he's ever gonna update the Vita version one day, but at this point I kinda doubt it.
Oh man, I wish.
Yeah, I've been playing some Vita games as well, though. I've been replaying a lot of vanillaware games for work reason. So I've been replaying through Muramasa, and I'm right now started replaying through Odin Sphere and a little bit of Dragon's Crown, kind of as a refresher.
Right. The vanillaware.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed is that so the art is always sublime, right? Mm-hmm. But I've kind of forgot how much, so to save on the art, how much backtracking there is in these games. They really, really reuse these very, very lush backgrounds.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about it, yeah. I've played both Dragon's Crown and Muramasa,
Mhm.
and just doing the story for Muramasa, it's the same map. There's nothing different. You go
Yeah.
through the same areas. You just have a different starting point.
Yeah, some maps and at least the bosses and fights are always great, but yeah, like after you've gone through your 10th bamboo forest or like mountain forest or regular forest,
Hot spring.
yeah, there is a hot spring.
Yeah.
But it's still good fun. I still have yet to play the DLC, which are on the Vita, and like they're not on any other platform. Or no, they are. No, they're not. They're only on the Vita, so I'm gonna get on that. And well, just like you two, actually, just been started replay Final Fantasy XIV,
Oh yeah.
the stuff, the old Lalafell, and just got yesterday actually Stormblood and my sub back.
Oh, you got Stormblood now?
Yeah, I got Stormblood because I got paid for a work, and I also got my sub back in order.
Nice. Square Enix
So
is
yeah,
appreciative.
looking forward to play Red Mage.
Yeah, very cool. I should say today is the 23rd of June, so the actual expansion came out 3 days ago, but we had early access, quote unquote early access.
You had Roban Q Simulator.
Yeah. Damn, Raban, holding everybody back.
Now you just have regular Q Simulator on Balmong.
It's funny because real quick tangent. Obviously, I've been playing it too, like with you guys, and I just want to say that the worst part about this is I remember going into it and being like, "Hey guys, are we all gonna like run shit together and dungeons and all that stuff?" And then just everyone was separated. Daria hit 70 in a day.
No.
Beefy somehow went back to level 40. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Raban nerfed his
Beefy,
ass.
Beefy decided to switch to Samurai from Monk, so...
Oh yeah, he saw the what do you call it? The parsing of the best DPS, and he's like, "Oh, Samurai, never mind. I'm gonna be Samurai."
I actually reverted back to playing a tank for a bit now, so I'm playing Warrior.
Nice.
So I'm back to level 30.
We need more tanks out there in the world. Anyways, so I've been playing 14. I play. Oh, what did I play? I think the last Comfycast episode we did a Zelda special. So I played Zelda, obviously. Oh, Persona 5. Shit ton of
Oh,
hours
yeah.
in that. Like, I think I'm close to 100 hours in that. And I refuse to beat it. I have not finished it. I'm holding
How many
on
hours
because
are you?
I think I'm like 94 on PS4. Yeah, 94.
Oh, so like 115.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get there by December. No, I'm like maybe 2 dungeons from the end. I don't want to finish it, and also booting up my PS4 and everything. I kind of stopped doing that because of 14. So, anyways, maybe when I finish Stormblood. Other than that, what else did I play? Shoot. I guess PUBG, like you said, I've been playing a lot of that. God, that game is addicting. It's addicting for like 5 rounds, and then you realize, like we're playing in squads, and if I played by myself, I'd earn a lot more. But then I'm like, I don't even care about earning, I guess. So I mean, it's fun. It's really good fun. It's a little buggy, runs a little like shit on your any kind of hardware, I suppose, but it's a good game.
Just speaking of Final Fantasy XIV, just to people listening, a little tangent. So there's also the documentary that came out, the first part of the documentary that came out today, about the basically death and revival of Final Fantasy XIV, which I really recommend. It's made by NoClip.
O'Dwyer, right? Daniel O'Dwyer.
Yeah.
It was. I love the editing, the production of it. It's really cool. But it's fascinating. I want to see the other two.
Basically the biggest MMO train wreck and put back on rails.
Except for Shitty of Heroes. No, but I didn't. I didn't
Oh.
play the original 14.
I
didn't
played
get
it
into
a
the
long
one
time ago. I still have the box.
God, it looks so weird going back and looking at it
it's-
like videos.
Looks
like-
like looks like 11, honestly.
Yeah, it played more like 11. It was extremely slow. Like, I didn't play a lot, but basically, if you look at videos of like 1.0, if you look at dungeon fights, you'll basically be seeing a lot of people just standing in the exact same spot, and just the tank against the main boss or whatever.
Yeah, man, it's pretty rough to go look at, but interesting. Also, I think I like the music from. I never played it, but going back, I listened to all the OST, and like, there's some songs in there that are amazing. But obviously, they had the old composer.
Mhm.
But anyway, so yeah, that's what we've been playing. Real quick. Let's talk about E3.
Oh boy,
That's the reason we're all here. Like I said, I don't want to go into like, first was EA, first was Ubisoft, and then what? Like, okay, all right, we know. Let's just talk about what games got announced that we're excited for. I asked you guys to kind of like pick one. We can obviously talk more, but let's start with
spoilers. I picked more than one.
Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine because we have like an hour to fill. So who do you want to go first? Since you're like,
sure.
Shit. What were you? Let me ask you this. Okay, I know I posed this question to you. I said, "What were you excited? What were you excited by, and why should we be excited for it?"
Oh, what was I excited by?
Yes.
Not what was I excited for before E3?
Okay, well, sure, whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't have a lot of expectations for E3 this year, since basically I got all my, like, I cashed in all my Berserk Behelits before.
Oh, I should say really quick. After this, I want to do what we were disappointed we didn't see. So, if you want to wait on that,
sure.
let's talk about what you were excited for. What as you were watching, were you like, oh shit, you know?
Well, the biggest oh shit probably like, I'll go and increasing order just because of my, I'd say my top 4. Of things. So I had some really nice oh shit moment with one Ubisoft game, which was the Skull and Bones pirate game. So there were 2 pirate games. One of them was the Sea of Thieves by Rare on Microsoft, but honestly was kind of more into the whole Skull and Bones thing. But for the only reason I'm a huge ship nerd, and that game has really nice looking ships. Another really nice, I don't need to go into the detail, but just was the Shadow of the Colossus remake, which was rumored right before, like, and I don't know if it's true, but looks gorgeous. It's Shadow of the Colossus, so I'm probably gonna replay it.
Yes. One of my favorite games. I know your favorite game probably of all time. Maybe?
Yeah, it is.
Just I wasn't expecting that at all until like literally 20 minutes before there was like this rumor, right? And
yeah,
it's like no, there's no way that's.
It's like a day before. It's like something. Oh, because it was a guy on I think Gaff who keeps like hitting something or like without a shadow of the dub, it's going to be a colossal reveal. And, people's like it's like dumb tease. But also for people being wary about, is the port going to be good? So it's made by Blue Point, who did like the Uncharted collection and the Gravity Rush 1 ports, so they're pretty good. Yeah, they do really good remasters, so I'm pretty confident that this one's going to be good too. Mario Odyssey, really fucking good, although that's all I have to say about it. It looks like a fucking good Mario.
Of course.
But my big wow moment, which I had rumors, but like I didn't know really what to expect, because I thought it was going to be an actual port of an existing MMO, but no, it's totally new, and that's Monster Hunter Worlds.
Right. Which was the MMO?
So there's a Chinese-made MMO of Monster Hunter, which is Frontier, which did not came out here, and like it's extremely grindy and not very good.
Welcome to Monster Hunter.
Yeah, but like even more so, like it's just you think the original Monster Hunter grind is bad, like this one is just especially bad because the drop rate on some stuff is so low.
Right.
But no, this is a completely new Monster Hunter. Capcom has also confirmed that this is like basically Monster Hunter 5. So this is the continuation of the Monster Hunter. This is not a spin-off.
It's a main line.
Yeah, it's a mainline title.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this really quick. Are you worried at all about kind of like it maybe losing its charm? Like one thing I noticed, something that obviously I noticed going back is like they didn't play the music like when he's cooking the thing.
Yeah, he didn't.
I'm afraid that it's like, yes, I understand they're appealing to more people, or trying to, because obviously the PS4 has a huge install base and stuff, and maybe people that aren't so just like handheld. I don't want to say kids. It's not kids. It's adults, but it's, I don't know, like more mainstream. So I'm kind of afraid that they're gonna lose the charm. I mean, the gameplay looks fun as hell. Like I've always wanted to be into Monster Hunter a lot, but I know that there's a grind. I think the last one I played was the one on Wii U.
So I basically played a shitload on PSP. That was like my first foray into Monster Hunter, and I played like hundreds of hours. I played, I think, a bit on the 3DS, but at that time, like, just because I was not liking the hardware more than the software, so I didn't play a lot. Yeah. But I consider myself not a hardcore fan, but like a pretty still big fan of the concept of the gameplay and etc. And Monster Hunter is a game that has not changed almost at all
Yeah.
in all its iterations. Like gameplay wise, it's always been the same. It's mostly the monsters who always bring up new mechanics. But as far as what you do, it's always
Capcom has their blueprint and they know what's up.
Yeah,
just like
it's
Pokemon.
so basically it's their Pokemon essentially.
Yeah.
You cannot find, alongside of Pokemon, you cannot find a license that has less evolved than Monster Hunter on handhelds.
Yeah.
So if anything, I was kind of the opposite. I was like, this is really cool that we finally get something that's not on a really, really underpowered hardware since, like, for the last 10 years. Because the leap from PSP to 3DS was not big. Like, yeah, they had a few things, like texture shading, but that's about it. And now you have this really big thing. So, but yeah, I was, of course, thinking, okay, so this is still Capcom talking about. So, what are they gonna do? If they're gonna do are they gonna do a Street Fighter V when they're gonna kind of bare bones it? But as far as I believe, so this was a guy who did analysis of 25 minutes of gameplay that was shown, like full-on gameplay. And there's also by a guy called Gaijin Hunter, and there's also like comments on forums. And what comes out of it is basically just Monster Hunter. Like, it's Monster Hunter with more quality of life improvements.
It's got that hook shot thing.
There's the grappling hook, which is more of a thing also for maneuverability. So there's I've noticed a few changes. So some of the positives is like the hitboxes will be more precise than ever, since more power and like more, since bigger consoles. So basically the fighting the monsters will probably need more
RAM.
Yeah.
The hardware's better that it's running on, so they can do more. The limitations aren't
Yeah.
there. It looks obviously better. I mean, quality. Just.
Well, visually, yeah. Gameplay-wise, it looks, it's just like, you could still recognize the same animations.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what made me recognize Monster Hunter on the trails. Like, oh, he has that same shitty running animation that they had for like.
The sword right away. I was like, it's
yeah, the sword too. Like that.
What could it be?
I think it was like it's like a grade 3 like great sword or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so there was a few changes. Like overall, it seems like it's more changes for the better. Some are adaptations because it's not open world, but it's seamless.
Yeah.
So like you still have like big rooms and corridors, you just don't have loading zones. But since you don't have loading zones, which were kind of a crux used by players to like get out of sticky situations back then, so now you can do like you have a bit more maneuverability than you had before. Like you can cancel out of a healing animation, for example. You can use items while walking. You can pretty much have a bit more movement options because you cannot just warp out to heal yourself.
To safety, yeah. I believe is there flying in Monster Hunter ever? Or is there in this one? Because I saw in the trailer there's
apparently there's a thing that like basically brings you to this island they show, which is kind of their first region that seems to be able to make you fly. I don't know if they can then fly within the world. I'm guessing it's just going to be like a transport system, but I don't know if like you'll be able to just straight up fly.
Interesting.
But
this is also coming to PC?
It's coming on PC, it's coming on Xbox, and it's coming on PS4. No Switch, as far as we know, and that's kind of sucky too, though. Not on the flip side is that the Monster Hunter... Oh, actually the news kind of got changed because people thought that Monster Hunter Double Cross would not come to the West.
Oh, right.
But because basically because what a Capcom executive said, that basically it was a mistranslation because people thought he said, "Oh, we have no plans to bring it to the West," and then they clarified later, it's like we just don't have an announcement yet.
Oh, I see.
For Double Cross,
so get the other one, and then
I'd say it's very, very possible that it's gonna come.
I feel like either it's delayed or something further than the Japan release, but I do believe that.
Like I'm sure 2018, like they're gonna announce that Monster Hunter Double Cross because like the demand is pretty high still.
And on Switch, that's just it's an
open. So like if people are worried that they want to stick to the old school Monster Hunter, even though I still don't think Monster Hunter World will be like something completely different and like casual because it's still Monster Hunter.
Right.
Like, it's still a pretty, like, you still have to butt your head a bit against to get into the game.
Yep.
But
I'm excited. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. You know, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, for me, it's like it's day zero. Like
PC.
I'm.
Are you doing PC or are you doing PS4?
I'm gonna probably do PS4 since it's coming on PS4 first. PC is later.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like everything's from the AI seems a lot more complex. Like you see there's this horrible animation of like one monster like gobbling up another one like a snake.
Oh yeah.
Just in one bite. And animations and how they track you seems a lot more complex, and I'm really excited about the grappling hook actually. Maybe because I played a bit of Freedom Wars and like I don't know, since then I've really like been liking
even liking grappling hooks
and hunting games.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's just
I'm excited.
Like such a cool mechanic. Like,
God, I hope
but yeah, the overall. Whoa. Yeah.
What? So Varia, are you excited at all about this?
Yeah, no, like so super excited for this.
Oh, so Varia, are you excited about this at all?
What, Monster Hunter?
Yeah, the new one.
Kinda. I played For You on 3DS. Yeah. I really liked the game, but I didn't really get too far into it. I got to like I can't remember, but it's like this area in the mountains, and I wasn't able to like keep going basically because I stopped caring. And there was a point where I was playing with a few people from the dub room, and they're way ahead of me. They're doing like they're like on what rank? Is it rank 6? I don't even know, but they're like doing like these high level hunting things, and they take me with them to do these hunts, and basically I'm too underpowered to like do them, and they carry me through a bunch of stuff, and then by the time I know it, I'm like a 3-star hunter or whatever. I don't even know what the ranking thing is anymore. So I kind of felt like I was out of place, and I don't know, there was like a whole number of factors. Mm-hmm. So hearing that the PC version's coming, or the PS4, like the new game, I'm kind of excited to like start fresh, maybe with other people who haven't played it before, so we can kind of like find a group with like similarities.
Yeah, I think that's a good point too. Like, it's going to be nice to have a lot of people who start with this one. Like, it's going to be this is a franchise that's been very popular in Japan, but not as much in the West. And I'm actually kind of excited for like this to take off if it's good.
Yeah, that reminds me how I was laughing during the PS4 when Shawn Layden was like,
this little cult classic.
It's got a cult following.
It felt like to me the cult following of 5 million people.
The whole country. I don't know. But yeah, that was funny. Okay, so Monster Hunter you're excited for. Is there anything else? Was that what you wanted to end with? Was that your big?
For me, yeah, it was my big thing, and also last thing, I'm totally gonna play this on remote play because I'll be playing this thing on Vita no matter what.
I will legacy console. I mean,
on a legacy console. I will not be denied at least once to play a new Monster Hunter in my Vita.
Remote play is actually dope. People don't take advantage of it. I know that sometimes it's kind of shitty depending on whatever your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it depends on the Wi-Fi.
I used my hotspot from my phone when I was at work to play Persona 5, and I actually got through like 2 days.
Oh, nice.
That way. Yeah, it was really fun. Just getting paid to play Persona. Cool. Now I know what it feels like to be a real streamer. Hope Atlas doesn't come after me. So Varia. What was your most exciting announcement for you, and why should we be excited about it?
I wasn't really looking forward to the C3 because like there was nothing on my plate. I wasn't expecting a new Metroid, but first I wasn't even asking for one, and then I got one when I least expected it.
You got 2.
I got 2 Metroids. So that
this is the hardest revival of the franchise I've seen in a while.
Yeah, but we're Sub-Zero. After all the F-Zero fans, I can't deal with them now because we're not on the same level anymore. They don't even have a game. And also the new Dissidia, the Final Fantasy NT. Dissidia NT, finally coming out of arcades from Japan and to PS4.
I forgot to look into that at all after it was announced. I was like so excited. Did they say that they're doing anything with the UI at all?
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
You're gonna look at these numbers flying by. You're gonna love it.
I
get to see my
actually love
character's
it.
face in the corner.
I love having a whole bunch of stuff in my face like that. I'm not sure why. I know it's like cluttery, but having like all those numbers pop up when you're doing damage, it's just like one of the small things I like about games.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. I can't wait to beat Cloud and fight Sephi.
I was reading an article
Baby
that
Sephi.
said you could like, since I think I read that it's like team based, so it's like 3 players against 3.
Yeah.
So you could choose to be like 6 Tituses. And just like
Just
have like
all
some
laugh.
weird,
Blitzball
awkward
all
blitzball
night.
match.
You blitz all night.
I'm waiting for them to announce like some more villains like Gabranth from FF12
Yeah.
because I need
Someone.
that judge armor.
I'm waiting for them to announce Ralban.
He just locks you in lobby.
No, it's gonna be what's his name, the other dude from the other bad guy. It's like all my name days come at once.
Oh god.
I forgot his name, something with a G. Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, that's I'm excited for that. So wait, so then why should we be excited for Metroid Prime today?
Metroid. Okay, I have a few notes about Metroid Prime. The thing is, 1 and 2, you could argue that 2 also was like a bit more free in its exploration. Because after in
Basically
Prime
just
3.
hunting too, right?
In 3, it was a bit more linear. It happens to be one of my favorite games because it concludes like the whole arc of Samus. I almost said Metroid of Samus dealing with this Phazon thing that she originally like experienced in Prime 1.
Yeah.
Which one was the Dark World one? Was it 2
That
or
was
3?
2. That was
Okay.
2. 3, you go to the planet Phase, which is like the source of all this Phazon stuff. And basically, it was supposed to be like the conclusion, like you finally finish off Dark Samus and all this stuff, and you don't even get the gravity suit in that game. It's like a PDE suit where like it's supposed to like funnel all your Phazon energy that builds up inside you. That's for Samus, it's almost like a cancer that she needs to like get out, or else if it builds up too much, she dies. So basically, it was more story based. 3 was like more focused on the story. It was way more linear. And a lot of people didn't like that because Metroid isn't really known for its narrative. It's known for its explorational gameplay, like telling the story through, exploring the levels. Like in Super Metroid, you're able to see like one of the Federation soldiers dead on the floor, and you know that on the next room it's the thing that kills them.
Right.
Like no words were exchanged, but you know what's going on.
Subtle.
And the thing is that with 4, I'm not saying people should be like worried or anything, but I think having known that Other M being story focused and 3 being like story focused, that they should, after seeing like reactions from fans, they should like, I'm thinking that the team that's working on Metroid Prime 4 is I guess straying away from that. Also, it's because it's a new team, it's not retro.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not retro. This is what confused me the most. We don't even know who's making the new Prime.
All I know, it's the same director that's been working on the first 3 Primes, but also he worked on Federation Force.
Oh boy.
And he said he's been waiting to make that game for 10 years, and I honestly don't believe him. No one, I don't know.
I've been waiting to give that game to Varia for 10 years.
But
I hope he loves it.
He did express some interest in doing some story stuff with the Prime series, but it's mostly about Samus and Samus's rival, since it wasn't really fleshed out in the 3rd game.
3, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking in my head that he's trying to like get some kind of like
Trying to make an arc.
he's trying to like I guess compensate for I guess all the story thing he did in 3. So in my head, I'm just speculating here. I'm thinking there's gonna be like maybe not really co-op, but like you're gonna see more. There's gonna be more gameplay aside from Samus. You might be able to see how the guy's name is Slux, so you might be able to play as Slux. Yeah, Silux. Silux. I don't know.
Slux.
These face names. It's been a while since I played
Don't
Prime.
slux shame me. I'm so sorry. Anyways, continue.
I think it's Silux. I'm not sure. Someone would have to correct me on that. It's been a while. So, since they're adversaries, he wants to focus on that. So I think I guess in the story mode, there might be some kind of like different paths. I don't know.
Wow.
That's all I'm speculating. It's nothing official.
The biggest, announcement that got the most internet attention out of
The
E3.
biggest surprise out of all.
Yeah. I mean, people had given up hope. Nintendo had just abandoned it. Basically, you'd only see Samus and Smash. Now we've got Amiibos coming, a 3DS game, and a Prime at least logo announced. It's crazy, all in one day.
Oh, also like the 3DS one, which is like the remake of the second game.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I've seen people bash it because it came out. It's announced the year after another Metroid, another Metroid 2 remake got canceled.
Oh yeah.
And I honestly don't think they decided to make the game because of that. I think it was already in production.
Yeah.
When they were. That's why they
Don't
were
make
so
a game in a
aggressive with
year.
it. Yeah. I don't think it's Nintendo's fault that.
Yeah,
that
also,
it happened at the same time.
If anything, it's because they already had the game being made and they had to protect the copyright.
Well, also,
Yeah.
the developer from another Metroid 2 remake came out and said, like, you should support this game. Like, don't harbor any ill will just because they took mine down. Because the point is, the reason he was a fan, he wants more Metroid games, and the only way you get more Metroid game is by buying the Metroid games. So, I mean, obviously, but
Buy my game.
God, I'm excited for that. The big question on everyone's mind, Daria, I've had thousands of emails directly to you.
Thousands.
Said, is he gonna get a Switch for this? Is it gonna happen finally?
It's for Switch, right?
Or Prime.
Prime, yeah.
See, I might just wait for a few more games to come out that interest me. Because at the moment, I really do not want a Switch, and I borderline almost hate it because of the lineup it has.
I'm sure the game won't come out until 2020, if that.
Yeah. Let me not say hate. Maybe dislike or not approving of the lineup it currently has.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I don't hate the console. I mean, there's nothing to hate about it right now.
I agree. Need some more games. I have a 3-game rule, and I'll talk more about that with my disappointing things that didn't get announced. But is that it? Were those your things you were excited for? Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, it was a good E3 for you guys. I don't have anything prepared, so moving on. I was like you guys. Monster Hunter was a big one. Shadow was a huge one, and Mario was those were probably my.
I've actually been replaying that Shadow trailer a lot.
I know.
Because there's a lot of details.
Because I want to know if they're gonna. Obviously, I'm sure they're gonna redo the whole.
So I've heard the details, and basically I know that Ueda supervising the whole thing, but they've said that they don't plan on any more content.
Yeah, they're not.
So no new extra, not the cool Spider Colossus that wasn't the concept.
Fine with it. I mean, he had a vision. Something's got cut, but the game itself stands alone, amazing. Like obviously. I'm excited for the graphical improvements. I'm excited for the music, if there's anything. I do believe there'll be something that looks.
The music's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
It looks probably one of the best soundtracks ever.
Of course. But yeah, one that I guess we didn't touch on that I'm super excited for again is Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
God, that trailer alone. Watching it, reacting to it, I was just. Anything that just takes you by surprise, every single thing they do. There's possessions. You are now a ghost, I guess, or you enter someone's body and become them through Mario's hat. It's just a super fun trailer. I don't have much to say about it.
My favorite thing is just basically everyone theory crafting about how horrifying it is that Mario can now possess actual human beings.
Yeah, there's like the Kirby with the Mario hat. It's like. Did Mario possess Kirby, or did Kirby eat Mario?
Or what if Kirby eats Mario, but then it has fall downs, and then he wears the hat?
I don't know. It seems like a really interesting.
Or my favorite one is Mario possessed my body, and I fucked my wife, and I have to raise his children.
And this little baby with a mustache. That's good. I'm super excited for Mario Odyssey again.
I'm actually more excited for this game than I was for Zelda.
Oh, whoa. Okay, well, I don't want to go that far. It's just it seems really cool. I know that obviously it's harkening back to Mario 64, Sunshine, those kind of games. A lot of people didn't like 3D worlds and all those things, so it's cool. I'm excited for it. Again, I don't have a Switch. I don't know if I'll get one for this game, but it'll definitely help sway me whenever I do buy one. So, guys, that's it. Those are our games that we were most excited about. We're going to take a break real quick. Something a little bit different is gonna happen. Don't be too nervous or scared, people listening at home. But we'll be right back.
Wow, am I in a lemon right now?
What could you possibly be alluding to, Maria?
There's no Mesopotamian games.
Oh god.
Keep going.
This episode was brought to you by Half Lemon Studios, guys. Check out their upcoming project Aztec, a strategy game with a Mesoamerican fantasy setting. Will that quench your thirst for a Mesoamerican fantasy game, Varia?
Probably, I'll love it.
I hope you do, because they're awesome for giving us,
corn, tortillas, popcorn.
to come back each month and talk about video games with you guys. Hoot.
Yeah.
I was wondering, do these people have a Facebook? Say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a Facebook. You can check them out. Facebook.com// Half Lemon Studios, I believe, is their Facebook. Half Lemon Game Studios. I'm sorry. Check out
that
their Facebook.
quenches my first, like, a half lemon in a glass.
Oh, it tastes so good going down. Thanks, guys, and let's get back to the episode. What the hell was that, guys? I never want to hear that again. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know, because I'll probably hear it after the podcast is done.
Of course, I'll just edit that in. We recorded the first part 2 weeks ago, and now we're back 2 weeks later. No, I'm joking. All right, we're gonna talk about our disappointments.
Varys dead now.
It's a new guest. It's not very. We're gonna talk about our disappointments about E3, things that we wanted to see that we didn't. For this, I'll go first because it's fresh on my mind right now. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. I'm upset that we didn't get an Animal Crossing for Switch. Nothing was said. I was even hoping maybe some kind of word on the mobile thing. I know mobile was kind of shit, but I also was hoping they would it's going to tie into the Switch game, and I just want to see what it is. I want to see. Obviously, it's going to look the same, I'm sure, but it's just something that I love. Animal Crossing. It would really get me excited, and always one of my if this comes out for the Switch, I'm now 40% more likely to get a Switch. So 2-3 games that one of the 2-3 games that I want on Switch. That was my big one, really. Other thing that I'm disappointed in was the PS4 conference itself. Not to say the games were bad. I just think the production was weird. The bodies, the fireworks, it was awkward. It made me feel awkward.
You don't like the guy just hanging about?
No, it was scary. It was weird. It was so strange. But
I'll come back to that.
Yeah, and also and they had a lot to. I mean, last year they big announcements. So it was like almost impossible for them to do anything. To do this. But the game. I had no problem with the game announcements. I had no problem with the Spider-Man and the God of War gameplay demos. All that stuff was cool. There was sound issues in the front, but my main thing was just that they kind of went too far in a production standpoint wise with the bodies and the smoke everywhere, and then the crowd shots. Jesus,
oh yeah,
happy.
I don't know what the crowd was up with, because
they were probably
it certainly wasn't a bad conference, but
no one there plays video games. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No, I think they were legit scared. They were like, "Oh shit, fire and bodies." Are they?
It's a cult. It's just a cult.
Everyone was just looking for exits, in case shit starts going down.
You got Sean Layden who comes on stage like, "Warriors, come out and play."
He's got red blood face paint on it.
Like he's banging 3DS4s together.
He's got a PSVR on. We don't know what he's seeing. Probably some fucked up shit. All right. Anyways, those are my disappointments for not a game announcement was Animal Crossing. Hopefully next year, or maybe a direct by the end of the year.
Probably going to be a direct.
Fingers crossed. Who wants to go?
I'll just bounce back because I've heard a lot of people were disappointed in the Sony thing. I wasn't I will say it was dry because it kind of came and went. Yeah. Like it was almost like a formality at this point, which is probably the biggest because I really actually like a lot of this concept of, okay, just Sean Layden comes in and then it's just like trailer,
yeah.
and then he comes in the middle, and then trailer, and then hi, bye, and maybe one last thing or whatever. I actually really like this because it's something we've been actually asking for years. Like, shut the fuck up, show games.
Show me the games, yeah.
And it's like, it's only Sony and Nintendo really do that. Others are actually catching up. Actually, everyone kind of this year except EA.
They're learning. I think everyone's learning because it makes sense. Like,
Ubisoft had way more.
Yeah. Why would you take a chance going out there and cringy, like, with some random developer who's never talked in front of people? Why would you take a chance of that? Just go out there and just show the games and say, one more thing, boom, and then move on.
Yeah, but no, I think the actual format is good. It's just that most of the stuff they've shown, apart from like the big surprises like Monster Hunter Shadows, like stuff we've seen last year, and it was done with kind of less of the spectacle that we had last year. So I think it's just, and also the other thing is that people forget that now Sony have 3 showings per year instead of the big one.
Right,
like Microsoft and Ubisoft and EA, like they all unpack on E3, but Sony has like TGS and they have Gamescom and they have PSX, which probably PSX is more important now than every other convention, since this is where they show most of the big stuff.
Yeah. That's very true.
So I don't know, like I wasn't super disappointed, but yeah, I can understand the sentiment that it felt very dry, or like, yeah, it kind of came and went.
Yeah, I still say it was just more
like, especially because it was super short. Like if it was 30 minutes longer, especially because there's a lot of things we knew, and this is my disappointment. There was a lot of things we actually know are coming. Like, we know that FromSoft is working on something. We know that the guy who makes probably the biggest disappointment for a lot of us on Dub is that nothing on the DMC5.
Oh yes.
Rip Sang.
Yeah.
And he later confirmed that he said, "I'm sorry that I didn't I am working on something. I'm sorry I didn't save it for E3. I'm saving it for later."
Nice. Probably PSX. They're probably trying to make
PSX or TGS, probably TGS, I'd say.
Yeah.
But the sad thing is that there were actually a lot of things announced with PS4. It's just that either some of them were announced during the Microsoft conference, who has a very loose sense of exclusive during the conference.
World premiere exclusive
with a little asterisk.
Yeah.
And like even some stuff that were actually announced on YouTube, but like not shown at all. And like there was other games like Ni no Kuni 2 that actually would probably be at TGS. And other stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'd say my biggest disappointment is that some games, at least one more, I would have liked to be announced at the Sony conference. The other thing is I'm really happy there's a new Prime 4. I just feel it's kind of weak that it's just a title card.
Oh yeah, for sure. It just, I mean, yeah, everyone's like, "Oh my god, Prime 4!" It came and went in like 10 seconds. It's like a trailer space and then a shot of the name, just the name.
It's just the name. You don't even have a developer. You don't have a date or like a concept. It's just like, or a word from the devs. It's like,
it's crazy though to think about that. You're like, oh my god, that's nothing. That's like, it's cool, but it's nothing. It's just how could it possibly get worse? And literally right before that was just some guy at Pokemon being like, "We're making a game."
Oh yeah,
like yeah, that is worse.
Oh, by the way, we're making a game on Switch.
We're gonna make a game on Switch. No title, no nothing.
But at least they saved it by saying, okay, here's an actual other Metroid game that's like for Metroidvania fans.
Yeah.
Like, here you go.
Here's gameplay.
So that's why I'm not like miffed. If it was just a Prime 4 thing, I would have been, yeah, that sucks. But since it's actually like the remake of 2, and it looks really good, so yeah. Cool.
Strange still to me that they chose to wait for the Treehouse to show that. Like, not even like the end of Treehouse, not even like the legit beginning. It was like just some random point in Treehouse where like, oh, by the way, another Metroid game. Like, why didn't you just say that? Like in the stream, in the direct or whatever it is. Just a strange time to drop it off. Because I feel like people, after they watch the announcement thing, the little 30-minute video, a lot of people don't go to the Treehouse, So it just, I don't know. They could have said it there. They could have snuck it in after Metroid Prime 4. But yeah, so Is that all you were disappointed by? Is that
Yeah, I can't say I was really disappointed. It was
Well,
just like
is there
it was a
something
very
that-
formal E3.
was there something that you wanted to be there that wasn't, like, besides like you were saying
Uh,
about like from software?
I like the thing is, I would have liked more stuff. But I can't pinpoint what.
More games. All right, well, Aisha Taylor.
Like I said, it's just like it wasn't bad. It wasn't like spectacular. It was just like it was good. It was very clean, formal.
Yeah, seemed to, yeah, maybe a little rushed. All right, Varia, what were you disappointed by not seeing, or anything you were disappointed by this E3?
You know what sucks? When you start watching the whole EA conference and you don't see Pele at all to tell you to buy FIFA.
I was
Because-
so lost.
How the hell do they expect me to buy FIFA without having Pele
You're a
there?
professional.
No,
idiot.
they had influencers this year.
They didn't. They didn't. No one had influencers.
No,
It was my Aisha Tyler.
the guy who was super like nervous on the EA stage. He was an influencer.
I
Oh,
don't
see.
even remember him.
That
Yeah,
that dude
it's
got
better
fucked
you
up.
don't.
That dude got
Yeah.
fucked up real hard. Poor dude. Poor dude. He's just like looking at the camera like, yeah, look at my blue jean jacket. Poor guy. Yeah, but you're okay. So no Pele, obviously. Strike one. What else were you disappointed by? Was there something you were waiting for that didn't get announced? Like what? You like now thinking back, you were like, oh right, that was supposed to be there, and it just wasn't.
Oh, jeez. There was an odd number of pirate games this year.
There was like
Why
Pirates is the
are
new
Pirates coming
space.
Yeah, I guess
So
so.
I never asked for pirates.
Something I will say is that I wish there was a game to strike a chord of directly in between the two pirate games that were announced.
Yeah,
Because the one thing I don't like about Skull and Bones is like it's all ship. You're basically a ship. There's there might be some kind of. I think they said something very recently. Like there's going to be some kind of single player thing, but then like what's the other one? Sea of Thieves is like, whoa, you can do everything, but then it's like it's a little kind of like dumb. Like not dumb. That's bad.
looks fun. Like
looks
it just
fun. I like
I'm not
it.
like
It's
as on
stylized.
board as the on the aesthetic.
It's
The one thing
stylized.
that sold me on Skull and Bones though is like giant monsters.
Oh yeah, that Kraken thing. But with Sea of Thieves, it's like it's more MMO-y. It's more like a
Mhm.
fun sandbox kind of, with your friends, which is cool in its own sense. But there's no like single player. You're a pirate, or maybe some multiplayer, a little bit like the ship battle things. But it's really mainly focused on pirate life. But it's not Assassin's Creed. Like something like that doesn't exist, and it seems like no one's gonna make that, at least not yet. So, I don't know.
Oh, speaking of Assassin's Creed, I was actually liking the whole Egypt thing until they made it basically Destiny in Egypt.
Right.
Yeah.
That is
That-
a blatant ripoff. I don't know how
I
I don't know if anyone's called that out, but as soon as I was like, this menu is just Destiny.
So Ubisoft actually for me probably had one of the best conference because they had most of the games that were new, and I had like the spaceship games with the figurines because I'm such a huge buyer of figurines. I might get that.
I hope that's good. It's crazy, though.
But yeah, the one thing that seemed the less like interesting was the whole Assassin's Creed because it seems like even more of a hodgepodge of every open world plus now like loot based
Yeah,
multiplayer game
it's like they took
that's
a
out
year off.
there.
Took a year off for this.
Mhm.
And just make it like everything else that's out right now. Why
It
did
might
they
be
do
good,
it?
but still won't care much.
Yeah, that just didn't sell me. Also, the stream was ridiculous. They showed it being played on a monitor outside, like a camera recording a computer monitor. Why not give us the direct feed? What? I was so lost. But yeah, that was disappointing. So those were sad times. Maybe next year. We'll get. I think it's like because it's a year in between. I remember last year we had a bunch of announcements. Now it's a year in between where we just kind of find out more details, more facts, and then next year maybe it'll be all hype. Who knows?
I just want a really good Egypt game, you know? I think that's something that hasn't really been touched upon unless it's like a grand strategy game or something.
Right. Civilization. Well, that's gonna do it for all our E3 talk. Unless you guys have anything else you want to hit on. We didn't really talk about Xbox conference. Xbox One X came out or announced.
One more thing.
$499.
I'm sorry, I think you mean the Xbox.
Oh right, Xbox.
I got one more thing I want to complain about.
Yeah.
I know on the record I've said death to Nintendo while wearing like a rag over my head and mailing it to Reggie, but this year I want to say death to Star Wars because I'm tired of Star Wars games. I'm tired of Star Wars and the May the 4th be with you jokes. I've had it. I want it to end.
Look,
Also, because I feel like it's gonna. They keep trying to like repair or make amends with like all the errors they make. You know, like the whole free DLC thing. Like that's something I'm expecting you to do. It's not something.
It's like,
you
I'm
guys-
not gonna
You don't
clap.
get to be nice. You know,
Yeah.
it's something you have to do.
I didn't understand. I like Star Wars. I have since I was a kid, but I'm not like, oh my god, Star Wars, the Chewbacca mask girl. But I don't think that the gameplay they showed, one, looked interesting. The ships were crashing and stuff. That was bad. Two, I don't understand why they would think, you know what everyone loved? Episode 1. No, literally everyone basically hated that movie. Why would you go with the aesthetic of, oh, now you can play Episode 1, the game, shooting, the androids, like, no, that wasn't interesting. That wasn't fun.
it would
What
actually
you
be
doing?
way better if we could just show like a bunch of guns being shot.
I know, right?
Just thousands of
blank.
them dying.
Mass extinction.
But now it's a good time to move on to our second sponsor, Star Wars Crate.
Oh boy.
We'll never get them now. I don't know. Maybe we will.
May the 24th of June be with you.
Oh,
Use our
stop.
coupon code Comfy to get a free, real working lightsaber. I know, crazy. These guys are insane. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for E3 Talk, guys. I'll see y'all next year. Bye. No. Anything else we need to hit on for this episode?
I'll
I
say
might have forgotten.
the best convention was Devolver. No contest.
Yes, that was insane. Go watch. Yeah, the best press conference.
So probably everybody's seen it, but even if you have seen it, go just see it again. And people actually, there was also like a lot of like it's like a 12-hour non-stop stream of Devolver following that or before that, and
yeah.
it was also it was just a continuation of a Tim and Eric show with
Insanity.
with kaiju battles and just weird stuff happening constantly.
Poor Devolver. I think they're like kept getting sued or something. Or what was that thing?
No, they're not. They're not.
Oh no, it was because E3 is such a huge thing, and like E3 itself, not like companies that go to E3, but E3 itself, like the organizers and stuff, they were planning to like get Devolver fined for having that event at the garage. I mean, the parking lot. The parking lot. And because basically E3 does not like Devolver at all, even though Devolver goes like or used to. Oh, they weren't officially in there, but they were at the parking lot. And they don't like Devolver style, like they're non-traditional. And so they basically had they actually got E3 got the city to bully them to paying a fine that's ridiculous. I mean, they paid for the spot themselves, like they said.
Wasn't it because of the alcohol or something?
No, it was just because it's Devolver. That's all. They didn't do anything wrong. They did have alcohol, but it wasn't anything like that wasn't already planned, you know? It's not like they were giving it to kids or people, like, for free.
Yeah.
It's weird to kids. That's so funny. Well, check a look to that press conference if you haven't seen it. God,
Forgot about Check a Look.
I know. I'll never forget that. All right, guys. That's going to wrap up our actual episode for this month of June. Probably. We might have another one. I don't know if big news drops and we find a time. If not, we'll see you in July. But real quick, I want to end with, do you guys want to end with a quick game of 20 comfy questions?
Oh, do you have emails?
Oh, I don't. I have not checked. I don't have anything ready to.
Do we still have an email address?
We do have an email address, but we can talk about this after the game.
Do we have sponsors?
We do have a sponsor, but that's already been inserted into the middle of the episode.
Oh, okay.
When you hear it, you'll know.
Jeez, this is really weird.
Don't worry about it. Let's play 20 comfy questions real quick to get back in the swing of things and get out of here. I have a game, and you have 20 questions to guess what it is.
All right.
Yes or no questions. So I forgot what the record is, if win or lose, but I don't remember. But let's just start fresh. So who wants to go first?
So you picked the game, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go first. Fuck. I have to remember, like, not to repeat the dumb questions we had last time. Is it a... fuck, no, I can't say that.
You can say whatever you want.
Is the protagonist a male?
I can't answer that.
Shit.
The yes or no question. So you don't. That doesn't cost one.
Okay, so it's...
Follow up. Can you be a male or female?
Yes, that's one.
Okay.
Okay.
Next question. Anybody, doesn't matter.
Is it the game that came out in the last 5 years?
It is. Yes, came out in the last 5 years. Yes, it did.
What year is it?
Yes.
That's
Oh,
not a yes.
2012. 2012. Okay. It's 2012 and later. Oh, it should be Freedom Wars or something.
Ask away. I need a
Is
question.
it an online game?
I don't want to throw you off. Yes.
Like, can you play
This-
online in
yes,
any
this-
manner?
It has online functionality. Yes.
Okay. So the way you phrase that, so it's not an MMO, something like PUBG, because it would have been a resounding yes.
PUBG is a good game. Any question? You only had 3.
Is it an RPG?
Is it an RPG? Oh, God. I would consider it, yeah, I would consider it a role-playing game, yes.
Okay. So it's not a fighting game, something like that.
That was 4. This is your 5th question.
Is it third person?
Yes, it is third person.
Okay.
Is it only available? Is it not available in the US?
Is it not available in the
Mhm.
US? No, it is available in the US.
Okay.
6.
What were you thinking about?
Fantasy Star.
So, yeah, you're at 6.
Fantasy Star Online, actually.
Well, the second one at least. Third person. Well, at least it has a third person option.
Well, we know this game is global. Wait, do we know if this game is this game Japanese? Are the developers Japanese?
Is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. That's not Skyrim.
Oh, we didn't even talk about game of the show, Skyrim.
No, shut up.
Oh my god.
We've managed to go a whole podcast without mentioning it. Don't let Todd win.
That image Chili posted of Skyrim in a pregnancy test. Oh man, I lost it.
Got that.
Okay,
It will
that's-
happen.
That was 7.
Okay.
This is 8th question. You have 20, and then you have to guess on your 21st.
Japanese third-person RPG with some online. Is it a handheld game?
No, it is not.
Okay.
There we go.
Thinking.
Maybe
You said
both.
it's an RPG. You'd consider it, which makes me think it might be an action RPG. Like it's not really like something you navigate through menus, but like
I'm thinking.
play, like, Dark Souls.
I might have an idea. Is it made by Capcom?
No. That's
Okay.
9.
It's not Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh god, that's a good game.
It is.
While you guys are thinking, I want to plug the Steam sale is on right now. If you guys, or anyone
Yeah.
doesn't know, it's not as good as it used to be because of the whole refunds and stuff, but it's still.
Because of the whole we have everything.
Here's a PSA: do not buy Sonic games. You can emulate them. Don't buy
Wait-
them,
wait.
except Generations.
Wait
What
for
about
Sonic
All-Stars?
Mania.
What about All Star Racing?
Well, that's
Oh, yeah.
All Stars, not Sonic exclusive.
It's PC's Mario Kart. All right, that was not. This is your 10th question. You guys got a lot of questions. You can answer. You can figure this out.
Is it a FromSoft game?
Yes.
Okay, so that narrows it down.
Oh, last 5 years. I'm
Fucking
so
snipe.
stupid.
Like like the way it was narrating down like third person RPG where you could play either as a male or female. There's only two types, like either Dragon Dogma or Dark Souls. So let's just go for all of them. Is it Dark Souls?
It can't be one. That's 2011.
Oh right. Well, is it Dark Souls 3?
No, that's
Is it Bloodborne?
There's a 2.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just going for all of them. Is it Bloodborne?
Bloodborne is
There
the
you
winner.
go.
God
An
damn it.
action role-playing game developed by From Software, published
So-
by Sony Computer Entertainment. For the
I could have
PS4.
actually gone for a while for is it like Shadow Tower? Is it Dark Souls 1? Is it Demon Souls?
So this was something I wanted to. It came to me as you were talking that I was surprised you didn't say you weren't disappointed that there was no Bloodborne 2 announcement, but you did say From Software.
I did say that
Yeah.
I don't want Bloodborne 2 though.
No, they basically said they're done with the whole Soulsborne
really?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long
Yeah.
time ago. They said they're done with that.
So people are clamoring for Bloodborne 2, and I don't want it to happen.
I feel like it's gonna. I mean,
Please
this thing
no.
moved PS4s. I feel like it's gonna.
The thing is, from like we've talked about this in length in like the Dark Souls 3 cast a long while ago and stuff like that, and FromSoft and Miyazaki in particular, he is really good at world building, but he's kind of bad at writing and sequels. And all of the Dark Souls sequels have been just didn't have that same thing. Not mediocre. They were all good games. It's just that they didn't capture the same particular touch and theme. Like we captured the theme of the first Dark Souls or Demon Souls. Bloodborne went back to that by being its own thing, but I think that the story's been told. Like the
Yeah.
mystery is gone. We know what's going on. Like once you go past cosmic horror, like yeah, you can show it again, but it's not gonna like the whole thing about Bloodborne was suddenly at the middle of the game, like shit goes crazy and you start seeing all these weird alien-like huge monsters and you fight like these monstrosities that look like straight out of a Lovecraftian novel. And I feel that if they do a sequel, it's just not gonna have the same impact. And especially like unless you drastically take it in another like setting. Like, but at this point, you might just make something that's not Bloodborne. Just make something completely new.
Yeah.
And-
So, gun to your head, would you rather have a Bloodborne 2 or a Demon Souls 2?
Demon Souls 2.
All right, you heard him from Software. Make it happen.
Because I feel that Demon Souls 2 is still stuff that can be possibly explored. I think Bloodborne was a perfect one and done. Ideally, though, I would like something completely new. I would like something like a cyberpunk Souls, like Blame Souls.
Oh. There was some kind of game that came out that kind of looked like that, but I don't think it did well. What was it? It was like Souls-like, but you had a...
The Surge.
Yeah, the Surge. That's right.
Apparently, it's pretty okay. It's maybe people who made Lords of the Fallen, which already was a Souls clone, and this one at least is more of its own thing.
You know what I'd really like, and I'll never play this because I'm not good at those games, but I'd like if Neo came out with like a Blood Dragon type of thing. Like
That would be
DLC.
amazing.
That would be really cool. They should do that. All right, you heard it here first. That's gonna do it for our episode, guys. Thank you for playing 20 Comfy Questions. Thank you for joining us. Anyone who's listening again. Sorry it's been so long. Like I said, we're moving to a monthly schedule, so that way we can all have our lives. Obviously, Hoot is working on his games. I am, just trying to get by, and Varia is hating on everything. So
Whoa.
we're gonna try to once a month. And thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for listening. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. We'll see you guys soon. Stay comfy, everybody.
Stay comfy.
Death to Star Wars.
Yes.
I'm gonna add
Star
Star
Wars
Wars music.
Please, yes.
All right.